guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do my first story time video. I don't think I've ever done a story time. I've done like chit chat, get ready with me's and stuff, but I don't think I've ever done an actual story time. So as you read in the title, you might already know what this story is going to be about. So I wanted to do a story on the time I was sleeping in my house and I got robbed. Story. It's a pretty simple story. It's an older story. It didn't happen like yesterday. But yeah, so this is how it began. So I don't fully remember this part, but my dad told me that we had just got back from a vacation, that we were on vacation. So it must have been maybe 4th of July or something like that, because that's really the only time we vacation as a family. And we had just got back from vacation. We ran into the house, put our stuff down, and we all showered and crashed because, you know, vacations make you really tired. So, you know, we were sleeping and whatever and blah, 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 and we woke up the next morning. Well, I didn't wake up on time. I guess my parents had already woken up earlier than us. And I'm 19 now, and this happened when I believe I was 7 or 8 years old, so almost 10, 11 years ago. And we lived in a neighborhood that wasn't too good. It's known for high crime. It's known for robberies and other crimes. It wasn't the best neighborhood, you know, but it was our neighborhood. We never had an issue there. I was born and raised there, so we had already lived there for almost 10 years. And we never had an issue before, so it was never a thing for us to be concerned about anything happening. So yeah, so anyway, so then fast forward to when I woke up. I looked out my window because my window faced the street, so I would always open the blinds when I woke up. And I looked out to the window and I saw like police cars outside, and I was like, hold up, like what happened? And then I noticed there was a person fingerprinting. Well, at that time I didn't know it was fingerprinting. I had to ask my parents, why is that lady putting black stuff on the car? She was fingerprinting my dad's work truck, which we parked outside, and we would park my mom's vehicle in the garage at that time. Because his work truck was it's a big diesel truck, so it couldn't fit in the garage. It's too big, too tall, too long, whatever. So we always parked it outside, kind of on the side of the house. And so I noticed she was fingerprinting, and I'm like, why is she fingerprinting my dad's truck? So you know me being a curious, like, 7-year-old, I walk outside, my parents are like, oh, go back inside, go, go, go. So I go back inside, and I wake up my brother, and I'm like, Bubby, what happened? I call him Bubby because when I was a baby, I could never say his name, so I was like, Bubby, what happened? And he was like, what do you mean what happened? I was like, go look outside. And so we all had no clue what happened, right? So finally, everything cleared up. You know, the police left and whatever. And my parents came into the house and they started to tell us what happened. So this is the story. My dad's truck used to always be parked out, so somebody jiggered his lock. I don't know if y'all call it jiggered, but they jiggered his lock with like a coat hanger, because his truck is like a older truck. It's like a 1997 Dodge Ram, right? So with those older vehicles, you can reach down in the window with like a coat hanger and like jigger open the lock and then open the door to the truck. So they did that, and my dad being my dad, never having an issue in the neighborhood, we used to leave our garage door opener in the vehicles. So they went in there, they tried to steal his radio out of the truck, because my dad had just put like a brand new, like, expensive radio system in his truck, and they tried to steal it, but the way my dad hooked it up, they couldn't get it out of the dash the way he hooked it up. So they stole our garage door opener, they opened our garage and ransacked our garage while we were sleeping, guys. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, excuse me? So they stole, I don't remember 100% everything they stole. They stole my brothers and sisters' brand new Mongoose bikes. They stole my dad's brand new bike. They didn't steal my bike because it was like an 18-inch like floral girly bike. Like they were probably like, no, we don't want that. But my brother and sister had like the nice black wheels, black handles, Mongoose bikes. So they stole those. They stole my dad's bike. They stole all of his power tools, because my dad is a pool plumber, so he has a bunch of tools and a bunch of, you know, pool plumbing stuff in the garage. So they stole all of his stuff. They just stole everything that we had in the garage, like so much stuff, right? So a few weeks went by, I think about a few weeks, and then the funny thing is my dad was driving down the road and we hadn't heard nothing back as far as I know from the police. So my dad was driving down the road, and my dad, for some reason, I don't know the reason, but he had put duct tape around, like, here's the bicycle seat, and then you know that bar that goes here and then it connects up to the seat. He had put duct tape around that top bar. And so he noticed the bike and he was like, that's my bike, you know what I'm saying? But they had spray painted it, trying to disguise it. So, because they were in our neighborhood, so they spray painted it, trying to disguise it because they knew they were going to be riding it in the neighborhood they sacked it from. So he like cornered the person with the car he was driving, like they were riding the bike, and he like skirt, you know, and then he like knocked him off the bike, took the bike, put it back in the trunk, took it home. And he was like, he told my mom, he was like, hey, I think somebody in our neighborhood robbed us, like, because why else would the bike still be in the circulation of the neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? If somebody robs you and you live at A and they live at B county, you're not going to see your bike back in your neighborhood. So it led him to believe that somebody from our neighborhood committed this crime. So fast forward a few weeks, we find out, I don't know how they found out, actually, no. I know what happened. So the people behind us, there were two teenage kids, like maybe seniors in high school, so maybe 18, 19, 20 years old. They lived, like, our house was here and their house was here, so our backyards were connected, but there was a dividing fence, right? So what happened was, one day we were all at school, my mom was at work and my dad was at home, and the dad from behind us knocked on our front door and was like, hey, are you missing stuff? And my dad was like, am I missing stuff? Like, what do you mean, what, you know? So he's like, well, I found some things in my boy's room that I never bought for them. It doesn't add up. And he's like, I remember seeing one of the things in your garage because that guy used to come over and talk to my dad and chit chat and whatever, you know. It was that kind of neighborhood where everybody knew everybody. We all grew up together. We all hung out in each other's garages. Like, it was that kind of neighborhood. So he was like, well, here's a bag of stuff that I found. You can go through it and let me know if any of it's yours. And my dad was like, okay. So he opened it up and it was just like all the power tools, just like everything from our garage. And my dad was like, how did you know this was mine? Well, my dad had I don't know the brand of the power tools, but it was like the bright blue brand. Like, everything in there is blue. If you go to Home Depot, it's like always on the walls and it's like all a tealy blue color. He had those power tools. So the guy was like, I noticed the drill. I had seen you use it before. So needless to say, the people behind us robbed us. It was two teenage boys. We were all asleep in the house. We all had no clue they were in our garage until we woke up and noticed the garage was open and our stuff was missing. And the dad turned them in. Their own dad snitched on them to my dad. I'm pretty sure the boys went to jail. I'm pretty sure the dad, like, I believe the dad let them, like, fall for the crime and let them, you know, go through and serve their time for robbing us. I don't know when they got out. I don't know, because they didn't live behind us anymore at this point, so I don't know what happened after that. But yeah, that's how we got robbed while we were asleep in the house. So now we don't leave garage door openers in our cars. If you do that, please do not do that. Take them in the house with you every night because it is so dangerous. And make sure you lock your inside door going to your house, because that's what saved us. Was they got into the garage, but the door that opened, like, you go in the big door of the garage and then the door that opens into your house from the garage, we always kept that locked. So that's what saved us from them actually entering the house, was we had that locked and there was no way for them to get in. So make sure you keep that locked in case somebody robs you while you're sleeping. But yeah, I have many more story times. If you guys like this kind of video, please comment down below. I have so many stories. Comment down below if you want more story times. Thumbs up this video if you want more story times. Thumbs down if you don't want more story times, if you didn't enjoy it. Comment, like, subscribe, follow me on my social media. They're always linked down below in the description and maybe somewhere in the video. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.